Portmore-based emerging artist Traqtion has a new single that he's promoting called Great. We caught up with him in his hometown to find out what he brings to the table musically. Traqtion, take it away.
Up next is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge.
Yeah, me know I say me great dog. You know, system and a braver. Hold the faith that me stay strong.
Yeah.
So Traqtion, what's been going on career-wise?
Well, career-wise, the thing I work. No, Joe, the thing I work. So we just put out the project them and give the people them what them love. Yeah, man.
All right. How has the journey been for you thus far?
Journey rough still, you know. Journey rough. No, Joe. But we're human still. We never stop try. You never see a human being who wants something in life. Stop try. So never stop try.
How long have you been doing music professionally?
Well, professionally, since we start working with Street Shellers record, which is 2 years now. So that's from 2020.
So that was the start of the pandemic?
Yeah, the start of the pandemic come like it creates something good for me at the same time as I'll do it, you know? Yeah, man.
Me can't do this without you, me need you right now. How much more me have to face until my time comes?
So you say you're from St. Thomas, but you're now in Portmore. So how long you made the transition from St. Thomas to Portmore?
I have to say 2020.
The 2 years now you're in Portmore?
Yeah, and as I come here, I get signed.
How your family and your friends back home in St. Thomas feel about you doing music? How have they been, appreciating the art form from you?
My mother play my song, you know what that feel? Sunday daytime too.
It's like validation for you?
Yeah, well, as an artist, I don't only write songs for myself, I write songs in perspective. So when we have a friend or a family where I feel certain way, I write a song in the perspective of them. You see, because I don't lose a brother, you know? But my friend lose a brother. You see, I have family will lose brother. You see, so I write the song in a perspective. So I can say, I lose a brother, you know. And a young youth can say, yo, I lose my brother, you know.
Me a pray you hear, Lord. So for everyone we need you, please be there, Lord. So
is there any plan to put out an EP this year? Because it seems like you're building a catalog of songs.
If you tell us I have an EP already, I have an album already. I just create the buzz. Because at first, you can't just drop an EP without a fan base. And I create the fan base right now.
What was it that made you decide to get into music?
Well, so I'm in a class 2 at a basic school. You have a song, There Is a Candle, song there. We rehearse for basic school graduation. I'm in the bathroom and I sing the song and the teacher just comes, you know, say, yeah, go sing the song. Yeah, go be the lead singer. The first, you have a lead singer for your basic school choir. Yeah, so my lead sing the song and from this, so everybody does. Be like, you can sing, you know. And then church kick in.
Trotting on the journey, me will never give up, no.
After me got busted, and then my father, my mother, my little brother, Dante, Shani, yeah man, my whole of my friend them, gun teeth, you know what I'm saying? You see? Vitch, Brown man, Baswell, yeah man, the whole team, everybody know the TJ. Can't afford TJ, the TJ was a lie, you see?
He has has a 9-to-5 in corporate Jamaica, but he still finds time to tantalize our musical taste buds. Let's hear from DJ Romziinova in our Mix Master segment.
Mix Masters is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge of things anytime, anywhere.
Who's next on the DJ train? Come in, Romzi, and drive them insane. Let's jump right into it today. How did you find music, or did music find you?
A little bit of both. I feel like a lot of DJs in themselves, or musicians or artists, find themselves in the church. So I was always a church goer, sing on choir, DJ in church kind of vibe. Went to the whole 9 yards of what a youth in church would do and stuff like that. So music kind of found me, but at the same time, I always had a passion and respect for it, that is. So I didn't take it for granted when I was doing it. If I'm performing, if I'm creating a content or anything, I respected it enough to know that I have to take it extremely serious, because other persons out there are listening, and you know, branding is everything in these times.
Why did you choose UA as your place of secondary schooling?
To be honest, it was more of an obvious choice. You know, I went to Jamaica College. I did 7 years doing business subjects, of course, because I'm a numbers person. So it worked well with me transitioning from tertiary to secondary to tertiary.
You graduated from UA. What did you graduate with?
Well, I'm graduating this year, God's willing, with a Bachelor of Science in Banking and Finance.
Yeah, banking and finance. That would be good for the business of music,
Yeah,
also
business
knowing
aspect.
the numbers and crunching the numbers. Where's your 9-to-5 you say you work?
I work at the Bank of Jamaica as a data and financial analyst. I've been there since 2015.
So your mother and your family, they were on board with you exploring your music career?
My mom literally found out about it. Well, found out how seriously I was taking it, like maybe last year summer, when she saw that I was leaving the house every other day or every day to go and play. And then when she saw all the instruments coming in, she was like, okay, you're definitely taking this serious. But she's always a supportive figure in everything that I do, once it's within the context of moral and being myself and stuff like that. So she supports me 100%.
Walking bank, Nova Scotia, second full of money and a ring full of phobia. Running road coaster, half smoker, any weed, me not sober, me day in a mood.
In essence, I feel like this was kind of destined for me a certain way, because I'm a very persistent and humble, and you know, at the end game, I'm looking at making money, but at the same time providing experience as a DJ. My end goal as a DJ is to provide an experience for a person that listening to me. I don't want you to just come and hear the same songs that you hear at parties and stuff like that. I want to ensure that when I'm playing, you're having an experience. You can leave and say, okay, Romziinova did that and stuff like that. I wasn't as talented as how, or I wasn't portraying the talent that I'm portraying right now when I initially started, like anybody else. But thankfully I have friends like Kevstar and Adrian and a lot of other persons that saw the talent and pardon me, is what I call it, encouraged me to like take my craft extremely serious, because I'm saying, if you don't, as an entertainer, as an individual, take your craft and your brand and your talent serious, nobody else will.
So are you going to venture into more music stuff, like producing,
yes,
or managing artists?
I'm not entirely sure about the managing artist part, but producing music is on my bucket list for even during the course of this year. The year just started, so with school being finished right now, you know, I have some quote-unquote free time.
Take us out with some Lil Wayne, baby. Take charge. On the flip side of the break, we have something yummy for your tummy from Spanish Town in our Pon the Fire segment.
Never feel we culture, yo.
New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you're living, yeah.
Share it.
I make we all a one par, you don't know we come from far.
From far, anytime we rep feel we country. Rear rum, it have to come with we.
No matter with the bad vibes.
Poor rear rum, a celebration time.
I feel we culture. Make we show ya. Jamaica the culture.
Ray and nephew overproof from what just I do it to we culture.
Drink responsibly.